Jack was a quiet 8-year-old boy who often sat alone at break time. It wasn't that he didn't like other kids. He just found it hard to talk to them. Words would always become jumbled up in his mouth like puzzle pieces that didn't fit together properly. One Monday morning, the teacher, Miss Lopez, introduced a new student. "This is Phil," she said, smiling. "He just moved here, so please make him feel welcome." Everyone stared. Phil smiled from his wheelchair and waved. Jack peeked from behind his book. He wasn't sure what to think. He had never met someone in a wheelchair before. At break time, Phil wheeled himself to the edge of the field. Some kids were curious, but no one approached him. Jack watched, his heart tugging. He knew how it felt to be alone. He walked over to Phil slowly and introduced himself. "Hi, I'm Jack," he said quietly. Phil looked up and grinned. He replied, "Hey Jack, want to sit with me?" Jack nodded and sat cross-legged on the grass. They talked about cartoons, space, and their favorite snacks. Phil was funny and smart and knew a lot about rocket ships. "You like space?" Jack asked. "I love it. I want to be the first astronaut in a wheelchair," Phil said proudly. Jack smiled for the first time in days. He replied, "That's awesome!" Over the next week, Jack and Phil became inseparable. Jack found himself talking more, laughing louder, and even raising his hand in class. But one day, during PE, a few kids whispered, "Phil can't play dodgeball. He's in a chair." Jack felt his face turn red. "That's not true," Jack said firmly. "Phil's great at catching. Let's make new rules so everyone can play." Inspired, Jack and Phil asked Miss Lopez if they could plan an inclusive game day. She loved the idea. So on Friday, the class gathered outside. Jack explained the games. The games were adapted versions of tag, relay races, and catch, so everyone could play, no matter their abilities. Phil led a team, spinning in circles to make the others laugh. Jack encouraged everyone and made sure nobody felt left out. At the end of the day, everyone was cheering and smiling. "Thanks for today," Phil said, fist-bumping Jack. Jack beamed and was really happy. He replied, "Thanks for being my friend, Phil." From then on, no one sat alone at break time. Jack had found his voice, and Phil had helped everyone see that friendship isn't about what someone can't do. It's about who they are. We all have differences in our lives, but those differences make us stronger together. True bravery is stepping outside our comfort zones, and true friendship is simply about accepting others just as they are.